A major announcement today from MultiCare in Yakima as we get ready to join our friends and family this Thanksgiving. Why the hospital is forcing people to mask up once again. Tonight, how the issues surrounding fentanyl are being studied right here in the Pacific Northwest. We talk with PNNL on the future of the drug and how what they find could help stop deadly illegal use. And a Richland business is ramping up, hoping to get enough pre-orders to set a new store record and to help bolster small business Saturday sales.
Plus, I'm tracking overnight showers and patchy late-night fog. And what does our holiday travel look like in the region? I'll give you all the details coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling. The Washington State Patrol and Richland Police are investigating a deadly crash that happened this afternoon. Authorities say the eastbound on-ramp of SR 240 just east of Aaron Drive will be closed for a significant amount of time. The call came in around 3 p.m. for a one-car rollover crash. At least one person died at the scene. We will continue to keep you updated at applevalleynewsnow.com. Today, President Biden got an update on efforts to tackle the fentanyl crisis in the United States. Federal regulators say a lot of the materials to make fentanyl are being shipped in from overseas and then turned into the drug itself in Mexico or here in the United States. President Biden says his administration is working to crack down on those shipments.
We're working trilaterally with Mexico and Canada to quickly share information on drug trafficking trends and threats. Congress also has to step up in this fight. Start by passing my supplemental budget request for national security priorities, including significant resources to help stop the flow of fentanyl into our country.
Fentanyl was originally created as a powerful painkiller with doses in small patches you could put on your skin. But since it's a lab-created drug, different and illegal versions of fentanyl have created a deadly nationwide crisis. Some of the research on fentanyl is being done right here in our own backyard. Apple Valley News Now's Alyssa Warner spoke with one of the experts at PNNL about the effort to get ahead of this crisis.
The possibilities for fentanyl are almost endless, and not necessarily in a good way.
The difference between fentanyl and some of these other ones is that it is synthetic, meaning you can quickly create it in the laboratory and you don't have to extract it from a living plant.
Dr. Kabrina Rada is a group leader at Pacific Northwest National Laboratory, focused on analytical chemistry and instrumentation, and an expert in lab-created drugs.
Because of the speed with which new compounds can be synthesized, it's almost like the Omicron variants of COVID, except it's faster because you can create it in a lab. The people who are doing this just know that they need to avoid the combinations that are banned, but there are plenty other possibilities that can be tried.
Think of a Christmas cookie. You can ban cookies with red sprinkles, but all a drug dealer has to do is start using green sprinkles instead. And Dr. Rada says that makes regulating fentanyl very, very complicated.
What has occurred in certain instances, both in the United States and in other countries where they've tried to do this, is they unexpectedly contribute to the proliferation of some of these compounds.
A medication you get from the pharmacy has to go through years of testing and strict regulations so that we know what it will do and what the side effects could be. Drugs you buy on the street, or more recently on social media, don't go through that process.
People are taking these things without any understanding of the safety. And so it both speeds up the proliferation and also increases the risk.
Fentanyl is a growing and deadly problem, but Dr. Rada says it won't be the last, and figuring out how to spot the next problem drug before it turns into a crisis is one of the projects that PNNL is working on right now.
What we need is, and what we're starting to develop, confident detection methods to identify a compound even if we've never seen it before.
That's called non-target analysis. You could think of that as a process that can look at a white powder and figure out what it would do to your body. It would also show whether we're dealing with a new type of dangerous drug or just a new type of sand.
We're also trying to develop capabilities that get you more into predictive space, so we can not only understand what's happening right now or what just happened, but what's coming ahead of us that we need to start preparing for.
Predictive space is determining what's possible. And yes, that involves artificial intelligence.
The thing to bear in mind is what the generative models are doing is exactly what humans were doing before they had the generative model tool. However, being able to predict a structure is a far cry from actually successfully producing it.
Which is to say, the computers can speed things up, but they still need human insight. And Dr. Rada says knowing what's possible gives researchers an idea of what we might need to be prepared for in the future. For Apple Valley News Now, I'm Alyssa Warner.
Turning to weather, it looks like travel in our parts of Washington is shaping up well for the Thanksgiving holiday. But how long will it last? Stacey Lee joins us now with your First Alert weather forecast.
That's right. We had a chilly day and we've been tracking fog and freezing fog. We're down to about a half a mile of visibility right now in Walla Walla, and we're seeing reduced visibility in Tri-Cities. We'll continue to be tracking that fog tonight, along with some scattered showers coming from the west overnight. And again, we'll talk about that travel. Right now, travel looking good on I-182. Dust Devil Skycam, 36 degrees. Winds at 7 miles an hour. Our feels like temp is 30. Grab a coat. It's a chilly evening out for most of us around the region. In fact, let's take a look at those temperatures. We're at 41 right now in Yakima, cooler in the Columbia Basin, and chilly in Walla Walla right now at 32 degrees, 39 in Pendleton. So we're looking for showers late tonight, patchy late night and early morning fog possibility. Clear and cold for us on Thanksgiving. Colder temperatures headed our way next week. And what is that travel outlook going to look like? I'll get to all those details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Jill?
Thank you, Stacey. A follow-up this evening, we are tracking the debate over allowing pot shops within West Richland city limits. And Alyssa, you've been tracking this. Where are we at tonight?
So Jill, this has been going on for months, this process. Someone asked the City Council of West Richland to consider allowing retail cannabis within city limits. And the Planning Commission advanced that proposal to the City Council. They've been considering it this month. Now, city officials believe that allowing just one business could bring in tens of thousands of tax dollars from the state that right now are going to Benton County instead of West Richland. Now, earlier this month, you may remember, we were there for the City Council meeting. We heard a lot of West Richland residents speak out against allowing pot shops. Many people said they didn't believe that the businesses would fit the character of the city. Now, the proposal that was set for a vote this evening would have allowed a single pot shop in a region zoned light industrial, away from parks, schools, and public transit centers. Now, pot shops have been banned in all of the Tri-Cities and West Richland for years now. Pasco, though, voted earlier this year to lift their ban. They had 2 pot shops open up there within the past few weeks. Just moments ago, the West Richland City Council opted to wait on holding their vote, which was scheduled for this evening. They've pushed that now to December. We're going to take a closer look at why they made that call coming up tonight at 6:30.
All right. Thank you so much, Alyssa. A former Pasco police officer accused of killing a Spokane woman in 1986 will face another trial after the Thanksgiving holiday. Richard Aguirre waived his right to a jury trial in October. A Spokane County Superior Court judge will make the final decision. In 2015, Aguirre's DNA matched evidence left at the scene in 1986, where 27-year-old Ruby Doss was found strangled to death. Prosecutors tried Aguirre in 2020, but it ended in a mistrial. Aguirre is charged with first-degree murder and faces up to life in prison. Yakima County has had its first flu death of the season, and Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital says they're at capacity due to the increase in influenza cases. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us that they've been recommending mask wearing for a while, but now they're taking things a step further.
Hospital officials tell me they're not only seeing an increase in the number of patients coming in with influenza, but also the number of employees who are having to call out sick because they've come down with a respiratory illness. That's why they're now mandating mask wearing at all of their facilities. Masks will be available at the entrance for those who don't have their own, but they will be required to be worn inside the hospital for all staff, patients, and visitors. They're also limiting the number of visitors allowed at the hospital to 2 per patient. except in the family birthplace where patients can have up to 3 visitors. The exception to that rule is hospice and end-of-life patients who do not have visitor restrictions. The goal is to try to get ahead of the spread that typically comes with the holiday season and prevent the surge from getting any worse.
The fewer people we have to staff, the harder it is to take care of more patients, so it's kind of two things that work against each other to create a very difficult scenario.
Hospital officials tell me this policy is going into effect immediately and will likely continue through the holidays, but they'll reevaluate based on the numbers that they're seeing coming in. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Small Business Saturday happens this weekend, an initiative to support and celebrate small or local businesses during the big weekend of shopping. The Spud Nut Shop, a local business in Richland, has got a serious undertaking planned for the weekend to bake a record amount of Spud Nuts. Their current all-time high is 480 dozen. This weekend, they're going for a record 500 pre-ordered dozen Spud Nuts. Not only are the Spuds trying to break records, but they're also going towards supporting staff.
Our staff has been great during this transition of new ownership, and a way to give back to them is on November 25th, Small Business Saturday. We're giving 100% of sales back to our staff. So way you can come down and enjoy some Spud Nuts at the shop, enjoying breakfast or lunch, or pre-order dozens.
Co-owner Mike Bishop says you've got to call in your order ahead of Saturday, meaning between now and Friday, because they've got to plan for the orders. If you prefer to shop local and support small business, Google has a new feature just for you, just in time for the holiday shopping season. The search giant is out with a new small business filter for its search function and Maps application. It helps shoppers find products offered online by local retailers that identify as small businesses. To use the feature in search, select the small business filter when shopping on desktop or mobile. Pick the filter on Maps on mobile when trying to find local businesses. Black Friday has lost some of its luster. Retailers say the rush to bust down doors for big sales may be a thing of the past. That's because many stores have held sales for weeks now leading up to Black Friday, trying to lure shoppers in. The National Retail Federation predicts when all is said and done, holiday sales will jump 4% this year. Let's take a live look outside. Stacey Lee will have your full forecast coming up. It's still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 6, an exclusive story from Emily Goodell, how a local business is helping in a big way for a Yakima shelter. The story you'll only see here next.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
We're still going for that nice catch.
We're still going for that sweet shot.
And with higher stroke risk from AFib not caused by a heart valve problem,
we're going for a better treatment than warfarin. Eliquis. Eliquis reduces stroke risk and has less major bleeding. Over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke.
Don't stop taking Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
The #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner. We're going for it. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Goodwill, your ultimate Black Friday destination.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
Youth Ride Free with BFT. Check your student ID for the BFT logo. Show it to the driver and ride free. Don't have a BFT logo sticker on your ID? Ask your school how to get yours.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Now that the weather is getting colder, homeless shelters are in dire need of donations to help keep their residents warm and fed. But in a story you'll only see here, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell shares how one local company is making a difference.
4 pallets holding 4,858 items of food donated by Pacific Steel and Recycling to Camp Hope at a time when Camp Hope director Mike Kay says they're struggling to keep up with the demand for shelter.
This time of year, there's lots of people that don't have any other place to go. They're staying on the sidewalks, maybe just covered with a piece of plastic, like the one gentleman that came in, and that shouldn't be happening.
The part of the shelter housing single men already at capacity, and with no money to open up the temporary shelter in Toppenish this winter, their resources are being stretched thin, but they're not turning people away.
We'll find a place, whether that's, moving the furniture out of a staff office and using that for a temporary dormitory to whatever it may be. We'll find a place for people to have if the need's there.
And with more and more people seeking shelter, they need more food to be able to feed them.
We want people to have good nutrition during this time so they're not sick, but that can be a real strain as well. And so what you see behind me is all of their efforts here.
All food donated by the company's customers and employees, but nearly half of it came from just one person, truck driver Daryl Pettis.
For me, my biggest thing is everybody deserves food. It's a human rights, humanity issue, We're all entitled to a warm meal.
Daryl started getting the food together back in August, picking up extras every time he went to the grocery store.
I'm not well-to-do by any means, but that's not the point. The point is giving.
Maybe I only have $5 to give, or maybe I only have these 3 extra cans. Well, these 3 extra cans can mount up to something like this, and that's a tremendous thing.
Right now, the shelter's biggest need, blankets, towels, and warm socks.
Because a lot of our friends, especially if the snow hits, will be walking through with wet feet. We don't want that. We want them to have, dry shoes, dry socks.
And if you see someone who looks like they're struggling, say something.
They don't have to approach them. They don't have to ask them. It's not an inconvenience for us to go check on that person, but if they'll just simply call, we'll do the work and we'll go check on them.
To make sure they know they have a place to go and that someone cares. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And if you do see someone who appears to be struggling with homelessness in Yakima County, you can call Camp Hope's 24-hour hotline at 509-424-1228 to make sure someone on the outreach team can come check on them.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, let's talk about that weather pattern for the next couple of days. A lot of folks are interested in travel conditions. Right now, that jet is right across Washington State, and that's going to bring in our next system across the area. Little rain showers starting to move in late tonight across the area, hit or miss Tri-Cities, but we could see a few showers overnight. Most of the snow staying in the Idaho Panhandle and in Canada, and we might see a couple of flakes above. But once that system passes through, see that jet we're in between? Well, we kind of get clearing out. Now, you do see the jet move straight down. Now, that's going to continue to bring that cold air mass down from Canada, and we'll start to see those colder conditions later into the weekend and moving into next week. Futurecast, let's see what we're seeing there tonight. We'll start seeing those showers moving across the Cascades through the Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg, coming on down the valley. Again, cloudy skies. This is that fog and freezing fog we could see overnight tonight. And again, hit or miss. Look at that little band of shower breaks up between Yakima and Tri-Cities. So hit or miss showers here in the Columbia Basin. We'll more than likely see them in the east slopes of the Blue Mountains here, Walla Walla area, Pendleton, and then Connell. Once that system moves out of the area, we've got clear skies. But if you notice, my arrows are coming down from the north. So we'll continue to see those cold temperatures come down from the north. Looking clear. This is Thanksgiving morning. Again, clear skies through the area. Might see a little bit of fog if you're traveling from, say, the Portland area down the Columbia River Gorge through Pendleton. Might encounter some fog or frosty fog there, but overall looking pretty good for our Thanksgiving travel. Now, if you're heading to the west side, you're going to encounter those showers and maybe a few snowflakes at the upper elevations, but the pass should be great. Look at these temps, not too bad. If you're heading into the Portland area, again, those showers impacting probably the Columbia River Gorge most of the day Wednesday, clearing out Thursday and Friday. And if you're heading up into the Spokane area, roads should be pretty clear between here and there, although you will encounter those showers on Wednesday, but pretty good. And look at Friday, sunshine. So the travel impacts basically for people traveling abroad, not bad across the United States, unless you're going to the East Coast. You could encounter some of the systems they've been talking about, and a little blip here in Montana. Now on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, the only place that I saw really heavy weather for the Pacific Northwest is right here, and that's right where the entrance is to Yellowstone. So there's probably going to have some pretty good snow there. But overall, not looking bad again unless you're heading to the East Coast. So check your airports and those travel conditions. 36 degrees, Legends Casino Skycam. Winds are at 7 miles per hour, and our feels like temperature right now, 30 degrees. Here's what those overnight lows are looking like with some hit or miss showers throughout the region. We're staying above the freezing level for tonight, so that is good news. Let's take a look at those daytime highs for tomorrow. Still on the cool side, we'll see 40s and maybe even 50 degrees in Yakima. 49 for Toppenish, 48 Tri-Cities. Once those showers move out of the region and move to the east, mostly clear skies, but that possibility of fog or freezing fog will continue for the next several days. So again, think ahead with your planning for travel. But overall, across those passes this weekend, looking really good for our travel forecast. As far as the East Coast goes, maybe not the same. So I've got more on the way, including your 7-day planning forecast and your reason to smile. It's coming up. Jill?
Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6, a warning to pet owners, the mysterious illness affecting your dogs, and what to do if they are coming with you to holiday festivities. That's next.
Don't wait. Get Black Friday prices all month long now at Mattress Depot USA. Plus, get 0% financing for 5 years or pay just $39 down and get 100 days same as cash.
Mattress Depot USA.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Hey y'all, this ain't no turkey shootout going on at Legends Casino Hotel in November. It's a roping and a riding cash and car roundup where you could wrangle $10,000 in cash or win a new Volkswagen. Just steer your Legends rewards card smack dab into your favorite slot machine to earn entries. And then giddy up on over to Legends Casino on Thursdays for your chance to snag 10 grand in cash or a VW Jetta on November 23rd or the Atlas Crossport on November 30th. Round up the posse and we'll see you at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish.
This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $5,250 total value on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Whether you celebrate mistletoe magic in a Cadillac XT5, festive gatherings in a Cadillac XT4, or reinventing traditions in a Cadillac XT6, this holiday season, Cadillac is celebrating you.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $2,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
This holiday season, think big.
And shop small.
Please support the small businesses in our community.
It never hurts to shop local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The suspected upper respiratory infection found affecting many dogs in the Pacific Northwest continues to spread to other states, and veterinarians say they still don't know what's causing it. The animals are suffering from coughing, sneezing, runny noses and eyes, and fatigue. At a time when many families are traveling during the holidays or boarding their animals, it's important to know this could be a risk. Veterinarians say pet owners should keep their dogs up to date on vaccines, especially if they will be around other animals this holiday season. We have much more Apple Valley News Now headlines coming up, but first, Stacey Lee has your reason to smile.
And it's a beauty, thanks to our friend Shelley Brinkley. Thanks for sending it in. A great photo of Mount Adams today. Look at that, with a big cloud sitting right on top of the summit there, looking gorgeous. And again, those clouds kind of starting to roll in. So Reason to Smile brought to you by West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental of Pasco. Remember, if you'd like to have your photo featured, just send them to me, S. Lee, at applevalley.newsnow.com.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show, an experience you will never forget. Discover Santa's all-new North Pole with holiday getaways starting at only $250.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
We're still going for that nice catch.
We're still going for that sweet shot.
And with higher stroke risk from AFib not caused by a heart valve problem,
we're going for a better treatment than warfarin. Eliquis. Eliquis reduces stroke risk and has less major bleeding. Over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke.
Don't stop taking Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
The #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner. We're going for it. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
The latest on a deadly crash near Richland today that has shut down a part of SR 240. And a story you'll only see here on Apple Valley News Now. It's a popular sport, but the athletes need a permanent home here in the Tri-Cities. I'll have that story in just a few minutes. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
The Washington State Patrol and Richland Police are investigating a deadly crash that happened this afternoon. Authorities say the eastbound on-ramp of SR 240 just east of Aaron Drive will be closed for a significant amount of time. The call came in around 3 p.m. for a one-car rollover crash. At least one person died at the scene. We will continue to keep you updated at applevalleynewsnow.com. Let's check in now with the developing news from West Richland. Alyssa, you've been keeping an eye on a pretty significant city council meeting this evening.
Well, it was supposed to be a big vote this evening after hearing public comment 2 weeks ago. City council was scheduled to vote tonight on allowing retail cannabis, allowing pot shops within city limits. But they abruptly tabled that vote at the beginning of the meeting tonight. They decided to push it to next month. So what exactly happened here? Well, at the November 7th council meeting, we heard a lot of residents speaking out against allowing retail cannabis sales. But at that same meeting, one of the council members made some statements that prompted 5 complaints. Some of those complaints saying that Councilmember John Smart had said things that people considered threatening and that they considered impacted the council's ability to vote freely. So, City Council held a special meeting last night to discuss those complaints and to hear from Councilmember Smart. The council then discussed a formal reprimand and censure, and they also discussed demanding an apology. One of the council members, though, said none of that can officially move forward until the December 5th regular council meeting. Now, because of that pending action, again, no vote in West Richland this evening on whether to allow retail cannabis sales. That proposal now on hold until at least December 19th. Of course, we're going to continue to follow this and let you know what happens as we move forward.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Thank you, Alyssa. Thanksgiving travel looks great for those of us in eastern Washington and northern Oregon, but cold temperatures could be creeping around the corner. Stacey Lee joins us now with your first alert weather forecast.
Yeah, we've had those chilly temperatures. We've got so far clear skies tonight, but you're going to start to see some fog rolling in. And look at those cold temperatures are down to 36 right now. Our feels like is 30 degrees with light winds out there. And boy, it got dark early tonight. 4:18 was our sunset. So the other thing that we're tracking, that we've been tracking for several days, is visibility and fog and low fog. We've got anywhere from 1/4 of a mile to 1/2 mile visibility right now in the Walla Walla area along those foothills of the Blues. That fog's just settling in. We're seeing a little bit of reduced visibility here in the Tri-Cities as well. Planning your day tomorrow, look for those showers. They should taper off though by midday, clearing skies in the afternoon. Those showers might linger a little bit longer in the Walla Walla area and just slide right on by Yakima. If you're traveling through the holidays, we did one earlier, looking good, especially coming back. If you're heading over Wednesday, you'll see the rain showers, but heading back from Seattle, those conditions look pretty good, mostly sunny skies. Same thing morning in Portland, but look at these chilly temperatures. Overnight lows down in the 30s, and also in the Spokane area this weekend. If you're heading that way for the holiday, going to see mostly sunny skies, but chilly overnight lows. So again, be prepared for that. Showers late tonight, patchy late night, early morning fog, clear and cold Thanksgiving. Colder temperatures headed our way next week, and I'll get to all the details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Jill?
The Tri-Cities Rowing Association is looking for a permanent home. The group was established about 2 years ago, buying boats from WSU and storing gear at various locations around the Tri-Cities. But as the group grows and with goals of adding new programs, the Tri-Cities Rowing Association is now hoping to create a home base. On a chilly autumn morning, these faithful rowers are braving the cold to get out on the water.
Rowing is something that becomes more than just an activity to the people who get serious about it. It becomes a way of life.
We're kind of apostles for spreading the religion of rowing in a sense, because it's such an incredible sport to be out on the water and the fluid motion of it and working with other people is really incredible.
About 2 years ago, several former collegiate rowers found each other and decided to create the Tri-Cities Rowing Association.
Well, it's really just happenstance. Some of us who had rowed in college have lived here for a long time, and we've always wondered, why isn't there a rowing club here? Because we have the best place to row on earth.
Since then, the group has grown, a mix of experienced rowers and those who simply wanted to see what the sport was all about.
We have over 50 just on our app, our communications app. And so I would say consistently, though, we have about 15 to 20 people that will get in our various boats. We have 4-person shells, we have an 8, we have doubles.
In October, 5 Tri-Cities Rowing Association members competed in their first official race at the Portland Fall Classic, winning the Men's Masters 4+.
You know, it was our very first time racing. For me, it had been 20 years, and I think for our bowmen, it had been 40 years. And so it was, we were going into it not knowing what to expect, but we worked our butts off to get there, and we had a great time, and we're successful.
It's really great to see these guys do so well, though. Our first time out, our very first regatta, I think that they represented us really well, and we're really proud of them and happy they could make it out there.
Now the group is working toward another goal, a shell house of their own.
Right now we've had people in the community just offering help with storage and transport, and it's been really wonderful to see how people are inspired by our drive and sort of willing to lend a hand.
So to make rowing accessible, you need to have a facility where people who have never rowed, who don't have a bunch of resources, can just come and show up and learn how to row.
I think in 2024, starting to look at some fundraising efforts, trying to talk about where it might be able to be located, that kind of thing. So slowly working our way into trying to find a more permanent home.
As they go on this journey, they're hoping more people will join them.
And we do have winter indoor rowing classes, so that's also an excellent way to get in shape, stay in shape, wherever you are. We will teach you the basics of indoor rowing on a rowing machine. So again, it's never too late to join. There's something to do all year round with rowing.
The Tri-Cities Rowing Association has been in conversations with the City of Pasco and JMS Construction about creating a shell house as part of the Osprey Point development. Now, if you have an interest in trying out the sport, we will provide links to contact information on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. The FAA warned some holiday travel destinations could be hard to get to due to incoming storms, but flight cancellations leading up to the busiest travel day of the year remain low. According to FlightAware, as of 10 a.m., about 900 flights were delayed and fewer than 20 were canceled. The FAA forecasted more than 49,000 planes in the skies the day before Thanksgiving. Today is the second busiest day with more than 48,000 planes flying. Let's take a live look outside. Stacey Lee has your full forecast next. We'll be right back.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Don't wait. Get Black Friday prices all month long now at Mattress Depot USA. Plus, get 0% financing for 5 years or pay just $39 down and get 100 days same as cash.
Mattress Depot USA.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
Dear road rivals, you may have 4 wheels, headlights, and a similar build, but our resemblance ends right there. You see, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Ready for Black Friday deals? Well, how about if on the morning before Thanksgiving, you could have your own Black Friday detective working early for you, revealing the best deals out there, the coolest stuff, the biggest savings. It's happening live for you tomorrow on GMA.
We're still going for that nice catch.
We're still going for that sweet shot.
And with higher stroke risk from AFib not caused by a heart valve problem,
we're going for a better treatment than warfarin. Eliquis. Eliquis reduces stroke risk and has less major bleeding. Over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke.
Don't stop taking Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
The #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner. We're going for it. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
This holiday season, think big.
And shop small.
Please support the small businesses in our community.
It never hurts to shop local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The U.S. Appeals Court has just made a significant ruling on the Voting Rights Act. ABC's Rena Roy says this ruling could severely limit legal challenges under the act, but the fight may not be over yet.
A major decision out of a U.S. appeals court that could have major implications for voters and elections across the country next year. A federal appellate panel narrowly ruling Monday 2-1 that a key provision in the 1965 Voting Rights Act does not allow people outside the U.S. Attorney General to sue over alleged electoral discrimination based on race.
That would ban civil rights groups like the NAACP and ordinary private citizen plaintiffs from bringing lawsuits under this crucial provision of the Voting Rights Act, dramatically curtailing the reach of one of the nation's most powerful civil rights laws.
This all unfolding in Arkansas, where a local NAACP chapter brought a lawsuit under the act to block a redistricting plan, arguing that it would result in black voters across the state being significantly underrepresented in the state legislature. But the court threw out this case. Sherilyn Eiffel, former president and director counsel of the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, condemning the decision on MSNBC.
This is a judge taking the line from one justice and deciding to upend the crown jewel statute of the civil rights era.
Back in June, in a similar case, the Supreme Court ruled that Alabama's redrawn congressional maps were unconstitutional because they dilute the influence of the state's black voters. That case also originally brought by civil rights groups who won.
And this ruling out of Arkansas is expected to be appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, where it will likely be heard in 2024 during the high-stakes presidential election year.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look at our weather pattern through Thursday. Anyway, we got that jet stream right across the state. That's going to bring in that, well, it's been bringing in that colder air. Here comes that front moving down from the west side. Again, hitting the Cascades with some rain and maybe a few snowflakes in the very upper elevations. Should not be impacting our mountain passes such as Snoqualmie, and we'll see some scattered showers through the east side. Moving on into the Blue Mountains, you'll see most of that snow more so towards Idaho and in southeast Oregon, the very edge there. So overall, we're going to be spared from snow in our region over the next couple of days. That ridge of high pressure sets up. That's going to bring sunshine, clearer skies. But as you can see, that jet coming down from the north, bringing that cold air, and that those temperatures will continue to drop as we move into the weekend and into next week. Let's take a look at our Futurecast model and time out the storm. Here comes those showers overnight. Again, mixed precip. Not seeing a whole lot of snow with this system moving on down through the valley. Most of it contained to the mountains, and it kind of starts to break apart as it comes into the Yakima Valley, into the Columbia Basin, kind of moves up to the north towards the Spokane I-90 corridor that way. Moving to the east here into Walla Walla. And again, most of those showers will be concentrated in that area tomorrow. And then we'll continue to see clearing skies. We'll continue to see that jet bring all the cold air down from the north with those barbs coming down, as you can see there. So that's what the setup is for the next couple of days. Just a little bit of a system moving through late tonight through tomorrow. Most of it clearing out by the end of the day and getting into Thanksgiving looking pretty good. Now, the next 3 days for travel, you'll encounter those showers, maybe a few snowflakes at the upper elevation. Should be good on the roads. Looking good through Friday in Seattle, temperatures in the 40s, overnight lows in the 30s. A little bit cool there in Portland as well. Showers on Wednesday, clearing for the Thanksgiving weekend and on Friday. And then into Spokane, similar weather there. We'll see those showers tapering off later tomorrow afternoon, early evening, and then looking pretty clear for the next couple of days. Our Legends Casino Sky Camp tonight, 36 degrees, winds at 7 miles per hour. The feels like temp is 30. That's the most important thing right there. So bundle up, grab your coat. It's a chilly one tonight. Plus, later tonight, be aware of patchy fog and freezing fog through the area. Temperatures, though, staying above the freezing level for the entire region tonight, just barely above. Walla Walla 33 as well as Tri-Cities, 34 for Toppenish and Yakima as well as Ellensburg. Tomorrow's daytime highs, again, look for that morning fog, and then we'll see the sunshine come out later in the afternoon with temperatures in the 40s and possibly 50 degrees. Planning your day for tomorrow, look for those showers, a 30% chance at 8 in the morning in the Tri-Cities. Mostly cloudy skies clearing in the afternoons. Winds are going to stay light. Yakima looking for those overcast cloudy skies. 36 out the door in the mid 40s, close to 50 there by 8 o'clock down to the 40s. For Walla Walla, look for those showers a little bit more intensified there. They hang out and linger a little bit longer, but by early evening, the showers will start to reduce and go away. And in Hermiston, we could see some patchy fog. Look for those showers. Should be gone sometime afternoon between noon and 4 p.m. with temperatures in the mid 40s. So a lot going on weather-wise. Travel looking good for the Pacific Northwest for the holidays. I'll get your 7-day planning forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Jill?
Thank you, Stacy. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, we take you to tonight's Fly the Northwest. We'll be right back.
Come see Kimberly Perry of the Grammy Award-winning trio The Band Perry live in concert. Friday, January 12th, Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish. Hear hits like If I Die Young and Better Dig 2, as well as new music from Kimberly's new solo EP, Super Bloom. Buy your tickets now at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino Gift Shop. Don't miss Kimberly Perry at Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish, Friday, January 12th.
Navigating a real estate transaction can be overwhelming, from finding the right property to navigating the closing process. That's why a successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process, an in-house marketing team to maximize your home's exposure, transaction coordinators to ensure accuracy throughout the transaction, and a network of local industry experts. With Windermere on your side, you can have peace of mind and confidence in your real estate journey.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get literally any Samsung Galaxy for free.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
And it's just in time for gift giving season too.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
I'm gifting mine to my son.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
New and current customers can get any Samsung Galaxy free. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
A few years ago, we took our drones into Northeast Washington for a trip along the route of the Pend Oreille Valley Railroad. Here is tonight's Fly the Northwest.
We are in Newport, Washington. It gets a little chillier. Everybody wants to come out and see the fall colors, and they're spectacular. This is our third year of running the train. 3 trips a day each weekend in October. Trip's 90 minutes, 45 minutes up and 45 minutes back. The train will take you along the Pend Oreille River, and it'll pass deer, we'll see eagles, we'll see osprey. Really a nice ride in that we have an orator that talks and gives us a story about the history of this country, and it's just a great ride.
The train is put together, it's about half out open seating and half enclosed. Coach cars like we're in right here are original Pullman cars. This was built in about 1920, and it was just a passenger car. It had some heat in it, not a lot. And this was the general seating, and in the back here, there was a smoking room. We're going basically in people's backyards. And if they're out in the yard, everybody waves.
And it's beautiful. The trees right now are turning, and they're gorgeous. But I would say that the colors right now are stunning, and definitely it's worth coming out to see.
Although the Pend Oreille Valley Railroad no longer offers passenger and sightseeing services, the company still moves freight for companies large and small in Northeast Washington and North Idaho. We'll have a final look at your weather when we come back.
Fred's has their lowest price ever on a Bosch dishwasher. While supplies last, get a stainless Bosch dishwasher for only $3.99.
That's over 45% savings. This is our lowest offer ever on a Bosch dishwasher. Supplies are limited to stock on hand.
Truckload savings are going on now, but hurry! No rain checks and they won't last long at only $3.99. Let Fred's experts help you take advantage of Black Friday savings.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bath Fitter can do it all.
We'll remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom-crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bath Fitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
However you do the holidays, $250 total value on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
You wouldn't buy a car without a test drive.
So why buy a mattress in a box from an online marketing company without ever knowing if it's right for you?
Don't go through the hassle of returning a mattress when you can get it right the first time.
Mattress Depot USA has top quality mattresses that you can actually touch and feel.
Made by local manufacturers.
You're gonna love our prices.
And same-day delivery. Try getting that online.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
It's a busy holiday season, and that means Operation Santa is underway at the U.S. Postal Service. This week marks the earliest kickoff ever for the 111-year-old program. It helps ensure children's letters to Santa make it to elves and human helpers who assist with gifts. To participate, kids need to use their full name, a return address, a stamp, and Santa's correct address. The Postal Service says it's 123 Elf Road, North Pole 88888. And if you want to help Santa and his elves with the child's letter, check out the USPS website.
I love it. Elf Road, easy to remember, right,
yeah,
Jill?
We're already talking about Christmas, though.
It's right around the corner. Let's talk about that weather, and when we we'll have a final look at that right now. In fact, our 7-day planning forecast, check things out. Slight chance of showers as we get into your Wednesday. This is Yakima. But look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday, pretty good. That ridge of high pressure moves in, but the cold air continues to drop down from Canada. We'll get even chillier temperatures moving into next week with overnight lows in the 20s. Overall, though, not bad, just slightly below our average for this time of year. Weather-wise, in the Tri-Cities, we've got those showers. Most of those will scoot through tonight. That'll be early tomorrow. Most of the day should be pretty nice. Thanksgiving looking gorgeous, again, on the cool side at night. Clear skies into the weekend, a little overcast next week with those chilly temperatures overnight in the 20s, so below the freezing level. And daytime highs are having a hard time even getting up to 40 degrees. Let's take a look at Walla Walla. More of those showers will linger a little bit longer in Walla Walla. Thanksgiving a little overcast with a slight chance of showers in Walla Walla, but moving into the weekend, not bad. Friday, however, you could see some fog again developing in the region. So not a bad looking forecast, Jill. I'm staying put. How about you?
No, we're staying put as well.
Yeah.
Gonna enjoy some turkey at home.
Right. And if you're traveling across the passes, prepare for traffic. So you might have to deal with some of that.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. And we are back tonight at 11.